Welcome everyone to Natural Grocers Nutrition Education presentation. Today we are pleased to have our guest presenter, Alejandro Gomez Torres and Alexa Bell from Buff Creamery. Alejandro is CEO and part owner of Buff Creamery in Colombia, South America. Having graduated from Cornell University with a degree in agricultural engineering, he likes to call himself agripreneur. He is motivated by the smiles of families sharing healthy, delicious foods with a purpose behind them. Alejandro lives in Colombia, South America with his wife and 2 children and loves being involved with all the farms. Alexa Bell is Director of Business Development for Buff Creamery. Welcome, Alejandro and Alexa.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. And let us show you a little bit of Buff and what we do here from Colombia to the US.
So today we're going to just do a little introduction to water buffalo. We say from ancient animals, a healthier milk, and we'll be traveling to Colombia, South America, the home of Buff Creamery, where we make all of our water buffalo products. And just a little short background, our story and our beginnings. Alejandro and his partners had a dream that they were going to make the best mozzarella cheese in America. There was already a lot of buffalo herds living in Colombia at the time, and so they set out to perfect the recipe. Well, along the way, they consulted Italian cheesemakers and were inspired by the original Italian mozzarella, the DOP, and created a cheese with a great taste, a longer shelf life, and 100% grass-fed, which is unique to mozzarella di bufala. And then in 2009, they built the very first factory in Colombia that was dedicated primarily to mozzarella cheese making. So this was a very exciting thing to happen. And we've been growing since then and very proud to have created some of award-winning products hailing from Colombia, and also for the great reception we've had from all of our customers for the high quality and taste. And we like to say the taste from Colombia changing everything, since when this venture was started, it wasn't always known that a high quality cheese could come out of Colombia, so it was kind of a first. So we say the taste from Colombia changing everything. And because of this, we thought we'd take you on a little journey to Colombia, and we have some videos to share with you. So we'll play the first one.
Hello to all, we're in Guaycaramo today. This is Llanos, Eastern Plains of Colombia. This is one of our biggest dairies, water buffalo dairies. Right now it's 10 a.m. We're finishing up the morning milking. Here we're milking 755 buffalas a day. Some of them have double milking. As you can see behind me, buffalas are walking back to their pastures. These are flatlands that are savannas, originally savannas, and they are now irrigated and organized for our dairy. So here you can see the buffalas from the morning leaving and getting their breakfast. I'll show you a little bit more of Guaycaramo here. Show you the grass, and take note, please, that this is the dry season. So you're going to see it looks dry, but we have green grass, and that's what really matters. I'll keep you posted.
So that was a little fun travel there. And then and here are some of our animals, the majestic beings that they are.
We, as you can see, focusing on the animals has been our main objective. Buff is based on grass, and what we are is just grass farmers in the tropics. We have grass all year round. It's green. We have some buffaloes in the savannas, as you saw in the previous video, and some buffaloes are also in the highlands, in the Andes. So we have diversity of land, diversity of rainfall, and diversity of grasses. These are all native grasses, and that's what keeps the baseline of our product so special and unique. So here are some pictures of our animals. Here's pictures of our milk. buffalo milk is really white. It has no beta carotenes, so it's whiter, and that's why the cheese is whiter, naturally like that. Our buffaloes are roaming free. We have obviously pastures that keep them in our pastures, rotating to get better grass, but it's all outside, outdoors.
Yeah. And I will just add that when I traveled to Colombia, I went up in, on horseback up into the Andes to one of the farms, and I had a terrible cold at the time. I asked, can I try the milk straight from the source? And sure, they brought me a glass, and it was like drinking pure cream. It's so creamy. I could see at that time why this is used for the authentic mozzarella. You have to taste it to believe that it was amazing. And my cold went away the next day. So, okay, and then we will go again on to the next video.
Good morning to all. We're here at Eduardo's farm. He's actually milking, he's at this moment milking around 100 buffaloes, all grass, all under pastures. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the parlor and how this parlor works, and how buffaloes and calves meet here for milking, and that's how we take care of the calves and the buffaloes. So here's the parlor, very simple. We have a coal stand, we have generator. That side we have the little baby buffaloes. This side we have the buffaloes waiting for their calves to come in. So we'll show you how this goes. Okay, so now Alex goes and brings the calf to the buffalo, to the right, correct buffalo, to her mom.
Oh.
Here's a good example. And the buffalo is being milked with the partner, but the calf is allowed to drink from one. So it will be nursing. The buffalo will be relaxed. Milking and nursing at the same time. As you can see, the parlor has nice fan, nice ventilated spaces for the buffaloes to be comfortable.
So we like to say from ancient animals, a healthier milk. You just visited the parlors there. And just a little background about water buffalo. They have been around for thousands of years. They originally came from India and have sustained humans through tripart with their milk, meat, and their power. The common name is water buffalo, and many people often say, oh, but like the buffalo that home on the range buffalo. It's quite different. So not to be confused with the bison or the African Cape buffalo, which is a wild form. This is water buffalo. The scientific name Bubalus bubalus. And it's kind of interesting. The water buffalo have been in Colombia since the 1940s, brought there originally as draft power in the tropical and the humid climates. And it turns out that their hooves are actually work very well in this environment because they do not compact the soil. And so they're kind of considered a low impact environmental option. And currently, well, they are one of the few mammals that's not been hybridized, thus their milk is left, the proteins are left in a more, people are finding healthy and digestible form when compared to cow's milk. All right, we'll travel again. Here we go.
I want to show you here some buffaloes. This is right after the milking parlor. They come here to relax. They just hang around with their calves, spend some time, ruminate, stay calm, and enjoy a little bit of family time. As you can see, they're just taking it easy and getting ready for another day. It's now 9:30 a.m. and they're ready to go out to the pastures at around noon or so. Their calves are separated and they stay in a field with better grass. And then the buffaloes are off to pasture. Here behind me are the rest of the buffaloes going back home not to their pasture. They take their path and walk slowly through the shade. Some calves will go with them. Calves will stay depending on their age or stage. So this is what we do here at Booth. Just take care of these animals. Take care of everyone around the animals. Live it how nature meant to be. Beautiful scenery, beautiful mountains. They're here every day, every night, every morning. That's what we do.
Wow.
Pretty neat.
Beautiful.
And, yeah. And here they are.
I think one of the most important traits and management practices we have at Boof is that we have the calf with the buffalo, and that's not common worldwide. Usually buffalas that are milking are by themselves. We truly believe that a buffalo with its offspring is going to be much more relaxed, much more productive, and we get longer milkings, maybe less milk, but we have to survive, and everyone has to survive in this whole equation. So we keep it natural, we keep it as it used to be, and as you can see, calves are in good shape. This one shows a little bit of fur. We're up in the mountains, so they get a little hairy for the colder weather, but that makes this whole change sustainable.
Cute. Oops, sorry.
This is an example of a new prairie. We're starting with 1 year of growth. Here you go. The quality of the grass that's growing here. So you have to become a grass farmer and then become a milk producer. That's what we do at Booth. This is the dry season in Los Llanos. 4 months of drought, and we have 1 month left. We'll see how this goes for the rest of the buffaloes.
Okay, so some people may ask why water buffalo milk products. So we found that it runs from not just the taste but also to the health. And there's some components that are unique to water buffalo. Interestingly, it's lower in cholesterol, actually 43% lower, which is quite significant. Higher in calcium and 58% more, as you can see on the right. Also, A2 milk, which is something you hear more and more about. And then it's about twice the amount of butter fat than cow's milk. And then unique to Boof, we've done, as we've mentioned, 100% grass-fed year-round. We are lactose-free, which is very unique. It's our unique culturing process. And recently we became non-GMO project verified, so we're very proud of that. We've also won awards 4 years in a row from the American Cheese Society. And for some people looking for a vegetarian rennet, we use that as well, along with obviously no growth hormones in our milk. Just a little bit about A2. It's kind of a complicated subject, but so the theory goes that about 5,000 years ago, European cows underwent a shift that there caused a mutation in the proteins that shifted the beta casein protein from A2 to A1. And so just a little review, milk has the 3 elements, the fat and the cream, the whey, and the milk solids. And the milk solids is what contains all of the proteins. And in those proteins, there's one called beta casein. And as you can see below, they're just these proteins strung together in that little diagram. And what happened was at the 67th point, the protein switched from proline to histidine. And that's significant because proline will hold on to this peptide called BCM7 and histidine does not. So what happens is when the milk is drunk, it's released into the milk, or it's into the milk and then into the bodies of those drinking the milk. And some people believe it has an opioid effect, even been termed the devil in the milk, and they've linked it to some research connected to heart disease. diabetes, and even schizophrenia. So just a little bit about that. Okay, here we go.
Here goes Ricardo. Ricardo works in this parlor. He has been here for the past 6 years. He's a buffalo man. He's knowledgeable about búfalas. He's not from this region. He came from Buffalo region in central Colombia, close to the Magdalena. So he organizes the milking. Búfalas know. There's no yelling, no nothing. Just an invitation to go to the fresh, cooler corral where they are shady. It's windy now. Dry season here is windy. But here we have some shade. There's sprinklers on top. There's fresh water there. And búfalas are comfortable. Fresh water, little relaxation. Then they enter the parlor. And this is where it all happens. La búfala. Here they are eating a little bit of palm kernel. That's derived from a little coconut. It's non-GMO. It has a little salt to increase the minerals in their diet. And they are there, relaxing.
So just a little bit about, at Boof, what we believe about water buffalo. We feed our water buffalo 100% grass-fed year-round. We believe this is the way that nature intended, and we all like it that way, including the búfala. They're the most important. We also keep them in a low-stress environment. Alejandro alluded to that with one of the elements is keeping, the mommy with the baby. That obviously makes for a calm mommy and better milking. And we say happy búfala make deliciously creamy and healthy milk. We're also farmer owned, so we really try to give back to the people and the land through managing our grass and our soils. And we believe that healthy grass makes healthy milk, and obviously that translates to a healthier world. And
Hi again. This is day 2 in Guaycaramo. And I'm walking here over one of our pastures to see how the grass is doing, see how the búfalas are today. I'm going to show you the prairies and the amount of grass. This grass grows all year round. It's a perennial grass. And we just keep it rotating. Búfalas will be here for 1 day or 2 and then move to another pasture. That's what keeps the grass safe from the drought and also nutritious. So this is a Mombasa grass mixed with other grasses. In the back you can see the búfalas. Beautiful morning here, about 75 degrees. The sun's starting to heat up this day. It's going to be a warm day. But that's the beauty of this system. It's that we have sun and then grass.
And so we're very happy to be supplying natural grocers with our products these days. We have a couple there. Our top one, you can see our container with the Boof mozzarella. And then we also have a sliceable log available, and we're going to be also bringing a little snack pack soon. And, our customers include anyone looking for, gluten-free, lactose-free, ketogenic diet, even lectin-free, as espoused by Dr. Gundry in his book, The Plant Paradox. He's a big fan of water buffalo. And then, of course, cow's milk free. So if you're ever in Colombia, come and take a visit. We're always welcome. We have open doors. And I'll just end with a nice little scenery here.
I want to show you the beauty of the ecosystem here. I just saw an anteater, big one, walking through the pastures and just digging through ant hives. I don't know how you say that, but let me show you the anteater while the buffalas are grazing. It's quite beautiful. This is tails like palms. Where is he going? Off he goes in the pasture. Beautiful animal.
So I just want to close with a summary of this, and it's that this is all intermingled. It's a beautiful chain that respects the environment, respects the people who, all of us who are around it, and it brings the best of what we do to everyone on the table. When I mention well-being of the buffalas, I'm really emphatic with that, because if we have buffalas that are happy, we're going to have everyone around it happy, and we are going to have a great product on the table. The flavor that our cheese embraces comes from those grasses, from that weather, from the moisture, from the highlands, from the lowlands, from that irrigation, and from those buffalas that are living as they should be living, outside, enjoying it in a family. And that's what we want to have with Boof, an enjoyable moment, in sharing moment with your family. So trust that what we do here is the best that can be done with water buffalo and with dairy in the world. And we will keep on striving for that. So thank you so much. Boof on.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Alejandro and Alexa. That was so great. It was beautiful. What a beautiful place. And, so it was really enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Janine. It's our pleasure. Thank you for this opportunity.
And I also want to thank everybody else for attending today, and make sure to subscribe to our channel and also watch out for more presentations in the future weeks. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.